Aloha, beautiful star family. It is Pink Bella Aloha. I hope everybody is well. I'll just wait a few minutes for a few people to come into the house. We have an awesome deep dive today. I'm going to be going into the Galactic Akashic Records for us, sharing a little bit about Three Eye Atlas and what's happening this week with the 29th. They call it the perihelion. And then also I'm going to be want to do some deep dives about some of the numbers, and whoever pops in, I'm going to do a Q&A for us as well. I also want to talk about how the plasma energies, the plasma sweeps from Three Eye Atlas are impacting not only our cells, but also our pets and our animals and what's happening on the planet. Aloha, welcome. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing a deep dive. I'm super excited to be here with you all today. And please, if you have questions, type them in the chat. And then I'll get to those as well. Hey, Geo777, can you hear me okay and see me okay? That would be good to know. All right. It is Saturday, also known as Catterday. It is a 25/25/2025. And yeah, so I'm so excited. As I'm shuffling, just to ask first off, good, thank you so much. First off, what do we need to know? So the Galactic Akashic Records are open. I connected in with Prime Source Creator. My liaison today is my higher self to bring in messages for ourselves. I also have a little bit of a message from Three Eye Atlas, the commander. Let's see what needs to come in today. Wow, Halls of Amente Initiation. How's everybody? How are you doing, Geo77? Aloha, Yannicka, hello. Heart of Source. I look clearer too because I finally cleaned my laptop. Thank goodness. And we have Star Being Healing Codes. So let me know. I kind of think I know where you all are, but let me know where you are and how the energies are for you right now for sure. I've really felt a lot of light coming in just before we started. I felt kind of, I don't have it with me. I felt we're gonna talk about crystal water too for sure. I felt very like a big wave of light came in. Yeah. So lots of activity right now, lots of solar activity, lots of things going on with the Schumann. High pitch in your left ear. Okay, Colorado. Welcome, Colorado. Cool. Okay, so Halls. Oh, okay. So this is Halls of Mente Initiation. Right at Bristol. Why did I think you were in London? I have no idea, but I knew you were in the UK, so at least I remember that much. Initiation. Okay. Ooh, I'm getting my god bumps right off the bat. I don't know what's going on out there in 3D, but there's something going on. Like there's a bunch of stuff going on today connected to the Cabal, the Illuminati, the breaking down of the old structures. And for those of us that, because it says secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiation. So I am on entertainment purposes only. I am on YouTube today, so I'm not going to get too much into it, but I'm feeling that. I think that's what I felt today. I felt this energy out there. I felt this energy out there that was not of love and light, which is normal. Okay. And I'm in the Pacific Northwest. I'm in just north of Seattle. I'm outside of Vancouver. Heart of Source. Absolutely. So it's this real push me, pull me, staying in our hearts, isn't it? And every single day, it just seems like there's some kind of initiation. There's some type of event happening either in our lives, in our country, with family. So it is really about cleansing our heart chakra and trying to stay in our heart as much as possible, all-encompassing love, unconditional love, serenity. And that's why I wanted to bring it up about the animals today as well. It was a question that came in the podcast last week. Our animals are really feeling this new energy right now. I don't know that too many people are talking about it. I don't know if you're all watching a lot of other people that are talking about Three Eye Atlas right now, but is anybody talking about like the extra frequency that we're receiving from them? Because we are. Yeah. And then Star Being Healing Codes. Whoa, there's all the light codes coming onto our planet. So that is a great representation. This is a great representation of the extra light codes we're getting. Like, holy moly, holy moly. It's giving us a big detox. Important information, wounds are healing, recharging. Absolutely. Yeah, I did see a few people mention that we were going to be going through DNA upgrades. Well, when aren't we? But this weekend for sure. Okay. So, yeah. Hi, Brenda. Welcome. Brenda, where are you located? Where are you located? Yeah, that was me, I think, Wednesday night, I believe. So, okay. Also, part of what's happening today, I did a little video. Thank you for everyone who's donated already as well. I'm doing a fundraiser right now for me and my Starseed kitty, Sapphire. We hit a little bit of a bump in the road. So if any of you would like to send a donation, that would be greatly appreciated. There's also 5 very special offers. Sapphire actually gave them to me, and I'll just go through them briefly. So there's a 60-minute distant pet healing exchange. There is a 30-minute Zoom clarity call or an email reading. I have to read it because there's 5 of them. There's a 60-minute deep dive Akashic reading for your journey. It could be Zoom or email. There is the most popular, the best value, 2 sessions to get a 3rd session free. So that can either be a deep dive for everything, including starseed information, soul mission clarity and guidance, nervous system alignment. That's my new sessions. And then divine goddess codes as well. So that's on offer. And then the final one is there's 2 times 60-minute distance, 22 chakra healing sessions for you and a friend, or just both for you, where you're on a healing crystal grid. That happens while you're sleeping or going to bed. So those are on offer. They're at the top of my website. And let me just go back to my notes, and I'll come in. If you all have any questions, please put them in the chat and I will come back and say hi. I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way. So that's at the top of my website right now. Oh, yeah. Hold on. What is that? I'll be back in a moment. Oh, did they take it away? Hold on. Here we go. Is it this one? I think it's this one. There we go. Okay. That'll save me from having to repeat that. Okay. So let me just get my podcast notes. So I'll make sure that I cover everything. And I will come back and we'll do the reading and stuff as well. Let me go back to comments. Yay. Love to hang out with you all. Okay. So I will come and say hi. Oh, well, welcome, Oklahoma. Hello. So there is George. You're getting high pitched. Yeah. So you're in Bristol and you're getting high pitched. So I always find when I'm receiving signals in my left ear, that's incoming positive energy from the universe, source, our teams. Usually the right ear is connected to some of the other teams, I like to call them. So welcome, Yannicka from Colorado. Good to see you. I love connecting with all of you all over the world. Let me just see. Aloha Collective Awakening. Let us know where you are. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. And then, yeah, welcome, Oklahoma. I know. So when we go through like an exhaustion, crying, or anger, that's actually we're detoxing, and it's not fun. Yeah. In AOK, Oklahoma. Woo! Oh, Collective Awakening, is that where you are as well? And and then there that Whodunit series with Steve Martin and Martin Short. There was a podcast called "It's Not Okay in Oklahoma," so that's really funny. I quite enjoy that series because it's like a whodunit, and I love to try and figure out what's going on. Let's just see. I get low pitch right ear when I need to be more cautious on my energy. Yeah. It hasn't happened for a long time for me either, but for some reason they came up with it came up with what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, like when it does happen. Won't allow me to go into VV, delete ZZV. What is that? What is that? Okay, let's get into the reading. And if you all have any questions, I'm going to come back to the group and do some questions for you all as well and get into some deep diving today. Where are we starting first? Okay, we did that. I'm going to look at some number codes too. I'm going to look at what numbers did they give me today? 144, because that came up in the reading. 888 and 2525, because that's today as well. Okay. I was organized. Where are we starting first? Okay, so I'm just asking for like the best messages, and then I'm getting channeled information. So let's pull some number codes for us right now as well and see what chakras are being impacted. Number 10, karmic completion. So our sacral, which is the seat, and our root chakra, which is the seat of our joy, where our joy wants to come in, but we are clearing out old programs, imprints, nervous system traumas, ancestral programming. Number 10, completion of karma. So any sort of release right now is because we're doing an ending and a new beginning. What's going on astrologically? Pluto's changed. Neptune just changed signs. Mercury will be changing signs at the end of this week. And Mercury's going to go into retrograde at the beginning of November 9th. Oh, here we go. Number 16, rebirth, transformation. Again, root and sacral, and then moving into our throat, high heart area. Number 16, which is a 7. Okay, so we can see that we're really getting these flashes, waves of light coming in to raise our vibration, and then it's going down and detoxing our lower chakras. And then number 33, golden communication. I love that. That's beautiful. Yeah. So we really do. I mean, it's raining here, but we really do receive a lot of different light color frequencies. And gold has been definitely coming in with all the color rays for me and in sessions as well. Okay, let's pull a couple more messages for us, and then I'll get into the tarot, just what we need to know today. Number 10, decisiveness, new beginnings. So Sirius solar empowerment. Perfect. So we got 2 10s. We got a 10-10. And the Sirius collective is essentially in charge of the light codes coming through our sun and our great central sun. They didn't come in the transmission today. However, the work that 3i Atlas and some of the galactic teams are doing right now is connected to the sun and what the Sirius team has been in charge of. So they're helping us step into our power. That was their whole role with the DNA codes coming in. I don't know if you've all had a chance to watch some other podcasts, but where this third energy is to help us actually get to where we're supposed to be getting, like to move into our sovereignty and joy timeline. That the other, apparently there was some blocks set up in the sun, as well as what we've seen in the skies too. Number 2, innocence, unicorn love. Oh, I love that. I love that. So that's very much like staying in our heart, in our inner child right now as well, which is super important. I think that's what many of us have. Yeah, I think that's what, and we have 10 online right now. Welcome everybody. So I think that's what's happening is that there is a completion and a new beginning. Absolutely. We'll see what comes in the tarot as well. And then number 5, transitions. Yeah. So again, karma came in twice. So karmic time weaver, number 5. So that's us leaving the old and stepping into the new, stepping into our new timeline. Okay. Let me read some of the transmission for you all as well. So the big news is 3i Atlas went behind the sun. Lots of people are like, oh, it's gone, it's disappeared. No, actually, and I didn't start looking at comet activity until 2 years ago, really. And that's what happens. The comets get drawn into the sun. Some of them don't make it, but most often they swing out the other side. They call it a perihelion. That's one of my new space geek terms. So the perihelion, I confirmed, is still on target for 3i Atlas. And the 3 stands for, it's the third interstellar object. It's from a galaxy far, far away. It's not from our galaxy. That's why everyone's so excited about it, because it's something different. It's not acting like a comet. And the name Atlas came from the observatory that discovered it at the beginning of July this year. So it probably was around before then, but no one was really paying attention to it. So it's going to be coming out behind our sun this coming week, and it'll be heading towards Earth on the 29th. But we don't know exactly what the trajectory is, the path, because it's potentially around here until our solstice, and it will be closest to Earth around December 19th. So that's exciting. It's exciting. And it really is something that's bringing all the communities together. Everyone's talking about scientific communities. Oops. my dad. Scientific communities, the truther communities, the spiritual communities. So everybody's kind of talking about it, and it's nothing to be afraid of. As every time I look into it, it's very much a benevolent energy for sure. Okay, so let's talk about what they wanted me to share with you, and I've shared this in a couple of previous downloads. So they are literally, even the comments, they're drawn to the sun for a recharge. So when I check into Three Eye Atlas, it's a benevolent ship. That would actually make sense because all of the main space observatories like NASA, European Space, they all shut down their feeds at the same time, October 5th. They don't want us to see what's going on. Not that we can see it right now anyway, but that's super, to me, that's like, why? So we have a lot of, what do they call it? A lot of like hobbyists, a lot of astronomers that have equipment that follow all these things from their own home or backyard. That's where we're getting a lot of information from. There's been a few very powerful images leaked in the last few days, and it definitely looks like a ship. It looks pretty cool. So they are right now at the North Polar Magnetic Corridor of the sun. They're absorbing, analyzing photon ion streams, and they're absorbing and recharging their plasma matrix, which I love. So they call this a solar perihelion recharge window. And specifically, the commander that I work with has said that they are, what's the term that they're using? They are in the process of absorbing and integrating the sound harmonics that come from the sun and integrating all of it, like the plasma, the sound, and the particle data flow. So they're going to be recharged by the time they come out. And then when they come out, we're going to be receiving all that again. So this is like, we're in this extra accelerated time frame. So this is known, like I said, as the solar perihelion recharge window. These plasma frequencies that are the same particles that arrive at Earth through solar winds and auroras. So that would make sense that as soon as they kind of arrived, it kind of arrived in our universe and galaxy. I don't know where you are, but here in Vancouver, we had auroras early. Like as soon as September hit, we had them, which is earlier than normal as well. So it's just a reminder that this interstellar object is from a galaxy far, far away, and it's new and it's different. So that's exciting. Two other things that they're working on right now is they're working on assistance with the Arcturian star families as well as the Palladian star families. They're actually helping to do some repair work. So they're doing repair work with the plasma in and around the sun. Apparently there were some things set up so that we were not receiving everything that we needed to receive for ascension, for our light code activations. And it's okay, if you're new on my channel and you don't know what that is, or you're not sure that that's true. We all know what we've been experiencing for years. Like I've been going through light code activations since 2011. So it's like we're incredibly sensitive and empathic. So we just feel when many people feel the solar storms and the solar winds as well. Okay. All right. So that they're helping right now, the Arcturian and the Palladian star clusters are helping to repair their plasma highways. So they were also disrupted, and then that's going to create a better communication between all groups, as well as allow more light ships to come into our area as well for assistance. So that's what they're doing. They're assisting that and doing the repair work. And what else did they want to say about that? Oh yeah, this is so exciting. So we have so they wanted to be called Atlas, and we have an Atlas bone at the top of our spine. And there's also in the Palladius system, there's an Atlas planet. Like you can't make this up. So there's a reason why they wanted to be named Atlas. When I've looked at it before, they wanted to be discovered by the Atlas Observatory to be named that. Okay. And so that right now what they're doing is they are restabilizing the magnetic fields around in the Palladius system, in the Arcturian system, for all of the star families to work together and to be able to come closer to Earth. What does that mean for us? Right now, we're going to be experiencing heightened sensitivity, vivid dreams, bursts of creativity, bursts of clearing out old messages, old mental programs, anger, frustration, fed up, exhaustion, that kind of thing. Okay. So the Earth is also mirroring all this event. We're going through, the Earth herself is going through a magnetosphere upgrade. And as 3 Atlas is performing these plasma maintenances, our planet is receiving synchronized waves of new particles. So we are literally receiving what we haven't been able to receive because there were blocks set up in the sun. So that's something else that we're all trying to get used to and integrate as well, which is the solar harmonics. The solar winds are going to be different. So it'll be interesting to see the people that study this scientifically when they start to share with us that it's shifted a bit. Maybe we'll start seeing it in the numbers as 3 Atlas comes into our reality more this week. Now, these plasma sweeps absolutely are impacting not only our aurora activity and the Schumann spikes. There's also been massive solar interaction and flares since 3 Atlas went behind the sun. So that, as well as like it's a very massively big object. It's not like a smaller comet. So we've been experiencing that as well. And then I want to talk about the animals because everyone brought that up, and I'm going to do some reading about that too. But the animals, all of our pets and everything are actually they're actually experiencing this as well. And I'll share with you about my Starseed kitty too. Okay, why don't I'll come back to your comments soon. I'm going to just pull some cards for all of us and see what we need to know for this group today. Okay, so let's ask what we need to know about the plasma recharge through Atlas and the sun right now. The Lovers. So, by the way, everyone, yeah, please, if you have a question about all the topics today, please set it up in the chat and I'll come back. We have the Temperance. We have 2 major arcana already. So this is a big event. And we have the 9 of Cups. Woo! And you know what I'm feeling? Pressure around my crown chakra. So they're this is actually like a business card. It's not just like a divine union card. So they are literally, they're right down to business, and they're cleaning it all up. And I can feel what's been sent to us has been to mess up our crown chakra instead. So think about when they changed the music frequency. So they changed the music frequency and they're switching it back. So that's what they're doing. So they're right down to business. It's a very important role. That's part of their role right now. Then we have, this is bringing balance back to humanity. So this is literally bringing back, this is like some of the good work that we just did, bringing the waters back, bringing the abundance back, bringing the joy back. And that's what there's going to be a whole shift. So we're adjusting to that because we've been adjusted to the non-high frequency codes, which we thought were high frequency, right? And then we have the 9 of Cups, which is setting intentions, completion and new beginnings. And a powerful fresh start for humanity. So that's amazing. Okay, and then I want to look at what else do they want us to know right now about the Arcturian, Pleiadian, star systems and the repair work that they're doing there. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So just that repair work alone, everyone, is just going to open up abundance and prosperity codes for all of us. So that's how important their mission is right now. That would also explain why they don't really want us to see what's going on. They don't want a lot of this information to come up. There's a lot of I can see there's already like a lot of beings that have been hired to kind of come into like video chats and social media to try and debunk all of this or say that it's very dark. But every time I check into it, it's very positive. We also have the 4 of Cups. I'm going to do a clarity about that. Oh, this is present. So this is like, it's only, this energy and these updates are only available to those that are open, that our hearts are open, that we are available to accept it. It's not something that's being pushed on humanity. It's not, if they really wanted to make a big fanfare, they would just land. But that's not it. It's like, it's an offer to all of us, but we have to see that individual does not have their heart open. So it's just a reminder to stay in our heart as much as possible. And then we have the King of Swords. This is one of my 3 Atlas cards. So they came in to kick butt. They came in to allow us to step into our sovereignty and our power. And they have no interest, the Shining Thing, they have no interest in interfering. And that's why when I check into the energies on the ship, there's multiple different ET species. I get that the Lyrans are kind of the head, but there's all different types of ET species, Andromeda and Arcturian. There are some other, like, that you would think would be more dark, but they have also, like, they've switched over. They're part of this crew that came in to do this, like, survey mission and to do some repair work. Okay, that's awesome. And Arcturian Teams of Light and Palladian Teams of Light are two of my favorite. I've channeled a lot of them. There's a lot of playlists on my YouTube channel as well. Okay. All right. The Earth. So she's going through her own upgrade, and then we'll get to the animals for sure. And yeah, please, if you all have animals and pets, let me know how your pets are doing. If you have a dog, a cat, and how that's all going right now. I would say we really started to feel this energy in September. Okay. Page of Pentacles, and I just use the tarot just to bring in some, like, clearer messages. Knight of Cups, but they're actually channeling through me. Queen of Wands. Okay, so I've shared this before. So there's an energy grid in and around the Earth. There's plasma grids. There's plasma grids out in the galaxy and the universe. But the crystalline grids were trying to overlay the other grids. And I've been doing grid work for years. Many of you have as well. And that was kind of getting, like, at a standstill. So remember the Queen of Pentacles? So this is kind of where we're at. We're not quite there yet. So that's what they came in. And there's still a lot of lack, poverty consciousness being pushed on us, being interference. So right now, this is an offer to the Earth, and then the Earth can support our intentions and our abundance and our joy and our sovereignty more as well. So she's getting an upgrade. And then this is our outcome. Queen of Wands, this individual is empowered, sovereign, intuitive, mystical, and trusts and have faith. So all of this has eroded our faith and our trust. Absolutely. It's eroded it. So the Earth herself is also getting assistance and an upgrade as well. All right. Let's look at the animal and wildlife energy report. So anyone who got a chance to watch the little update I did this morning, thank you so much. And this came through a podcast earlier this week. And yes, the energy is absolutely impacting all the animals and all the wildlife. They are touching every layer: animals, plants, water, species, fish, all of it. Okay. So our beloved pets are very intuitive, and they came in to be, our companions and our guardians as well. So you may notice that your animals may be sleeping more. They may need more hydration, or it might be the opposite. They also may need more food right now because that grounds them as well. Okay. So my Starseed kitty, he seems to be pretty cool with it. Like, I can tell it's helping him. Sometimes he is sleeping more, but he seems to be more alert and more playful. It's like he knows something is going on. So who all has animals and pets, and how are you handling that? So that's what I wanted to share about that. So we're just being guided to pay attention, like that they're also going through this upgrade, adapting to this new energy. They may need, like I said, more food, more grounding, they may need more attention. They might be, what came in earlier, they might be clingy. They might need more love and support at this time. So just so you know that, okay? And that's the same with us. We're doing that as well. We need to lots of self-love and self-worth right now. Okay. So what else do we need to know about the animals and the energy right now? That's why as well, I don't talk about the pet healing too much because there's so much stuff on my website, but I actually at one point was going to be a veterinarian. So I have been helping distance healing with pets and animals since I've been doing Pink Aloha. Your parents have cats. Cool. Yeah, I'll come back to your chat in a minute. Okay, so what else do we need to know? This is going to be a message not only from the records and source, but like, what do the animals want to share with us? That's what I wanted to sort of tap into. So let's just say, what do the animals want to share with us right now about what they're going through? Six of Pentacles. Wow, Devil, which we just figured out is the Capricorn energy, and Four of Swords. Okay. I can do clarity card around the Devil because it could be a time frame. Yeah, King of Pentacles, that's 3-eye Atlas. So Yeah, it's rebalancing them as well. So they're going through an intense upgrade and alignment with their DNA and their chakras. I posted some images today about the animal chakras, and this is Capricorn energy. So they're very, the animals absolutely know. They know this energy is going to go on for a few months, like into December. And they're also very aware of, they know, I don't know if y'all know this about cats, but cats are very Starseed, very galactic. Oftentimes they are sleeping a lot because they're out doing astral work or they're out, meeting some of the galactics. So they're very aware about Three Eye Atlas. Hi, Amber. They're very aware of Three Eye Atlas, which is very, very cool. Some of the animals and pets, though, might be experiencing some anxiety because the energy is different. It is a different frequency. So just to be aware about that. And again, water, hugs, hydration, and they might need more food. They might be off their food as well. So we'll see what else they want to share with us. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Okay, I'm just gonna come back to the chat and see. I'm just gonna say hi to a few people. I agree. I feel the earth is purging a lot right now, and I feel as well it's really hitting the cities, the main dense areas for sure. Collective awakening took me a while to see it. What have you? Did I miss it? What have you seen? Oh, I know. Yeah. We have to stay kind of G-rated today. Hi, Anchor Haven. Welcome. Yes. Yeah, I think that's for all of us. I think many of us have known since we were a kid that we weren't from here. So that, potentially has created some problems for a lot of us because the other team kind of knew that we were here. Welcome. Okay. All right. Hi, Amber. Welcome. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Oh, so George, you'll have to ask your parents if your cats are okay and see how they're doing. Amber, I think you have cats. Let me know how your kitties are doing. And yes, so yeah, I feel like that too. I feel the dogs and the cats are very, very alert. And I've been seeing people post these amazing animal videos recently. Like it's like the animals are really stepping into their power because I saw two kids were playing soccer and then a big deer showed up and wanted to join them. So it's that kind of thing. Hey, Kendra, good to see you. Oh, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, waking up all hours at night and drinking tons of water. Yeah, me too. Me too. That's actually a good point. I'm going to talk to you about that too. Welcome. Good to see you. Hi. Welcome, Melinda. Welcome, High Vibrations. Good to see you all. Yeah, and if you have any other questions, let's pop it into the chat. So I'm just trying to think. Is there any other? Oh, so in the little video that I did for you all, I did a little video that my cat wanted me to bring in crystals. So let's see what kind of crystals want to come in for the animals right now. Aw, super hungry and needy. Yeah, same with my kitty too. My cat was starting 2 weeks ago. He was waking me up at like 6:30 in the morning. He wanted more certain type of food. Yeah. Okay. Lapis lazuli. That's super interesting. I don't think we're supposed to give this to them. It's a very powerful stone, but they're just saying they're becoming more intuitive. Third eye and throat chakras are becoming more active. My cat has been more chatty. So I don't know if you all have been noticing that. My cat literally will just come over and start talking to me. And yeah, so it's good to see that everybody's sort of going through the same thing. Did I show it? Hold on. No, that's not right. There we go. Super hungry and needy. Yeah. I know. I've been leaving. I started leaving out a little, like it's good dry food, but I started leaving some dry food out for him so he would not do that. No, doesn't want that. Wants the wet food. So funny. Okay, and there's my throat going. Selenite. Oh, that would actually be really peaceful. So if you have Yeah, me too. If you have any animals and they're agitated, keeping some selenite around where they sleep or with them would really help them right now. So that's good. I'm trying to think of what came in. They also wanted grounding stones. That's what came in the little reading. You'll have to go back and look at the little reading. The grounding stones like obsidian as well. I got my lapis on too. Got my lapis on. Okay, so that's great. I'm just trying to think if that's it. Oh, okay. So that's all for the animals and wildlife, but I'll come back if there's any other questions. We can look at some other things. And that's why the distance pet healing, I brought that forward again today. Okay. So I kind of almost finished up our galactic reading for today. I didn't bring us personally a dragon and a crystal, so I will do that. Wow, we have the Omega Dragon. So that is like the divine feminine energy coming in, the receiving energy, and that would be the energy that would make us cry because it's opening up our heart. So we're harnessing the divine feminine. Excuse me. Yeah, my throat chakra is going through an upgrade. We're harnessing the divine feminine power of creation and intention, and we're to keep holding our vision and connecting them with our higher self. Okay, that's a beautiful white dragon. I don't even know what that is, Amber. I've never even heard of that. Okay, and what crystal for all of us right now? Bloodstone. So that means we're clearing ancestral. The energy that's leaving our lower chakras, root, sacral, and solar plexus, is ancestral clearing and detoxifying. Yeah, can't get around that, that's for sure, and it's never fun, but it did get ramped up as soon as 3 Atlas came into our area for sure. Okay, so that's very cool. Let's go into let's look at the numbers. So the numbers they brought me today, oh wow. So the numbers they brought me today are 144, 888, and then 2525. You've gotten me off on a tangent because I started rewatching The Adventures of Merlin, which was a BBC series. I just started watching that the other night. It's got dragons and everything in it. And the Sorcerer's Stone. Okay. So what do we need to know today about 144? And 144 came in as a wellness key, which I forgot to look at first. We have some wellness keys today as well. Okay. I'll come back to that. It's like they give me the numbers and I forget. Ace of Wands for 144. So this is a new beginning and a fresh start and very empowered time for those of us that resonate with 144,000. Wow. This is actually, it doesn't look like a very nice card. It's a card of surrender. So it's been a really intense, they're saying 10 years for the 144,000, like lots of downward spirals, dark night of the soul, energy attacks, and some are still going through that. And it's we're all being called to move into a new timeline. So to keep setting our intentions that we're on a higher timeline, that's how we move out of this. Those beings are only on a lower timeline. Okay, so that's good to know about the 144. All right, so you might, if that's where you're at right now, you might start seeing 144 and 144,000 when you're out and about. Let's look at the numbers 888 right now. Let's see what other messages we want to bring in for that sequence today. Abundance and prosperity. Ace of Pentacles, can't make this up. So it is a signal, a message from the universe that if that's what you're looking for, that more of that is coming your way. Moving out of troubled waters as well. So 6 of Swords. So again, trusting and having faith, the signs that you're seeing, and that you will be moved out of any intense energy soon. And then a 0 reset, new beginning, the Fool. Okay, so that's good to know. I always get so excited when I see 888. I feel like we all set up certain number sequences to really be like the amplifying one. So for me, I think initially it was 1111, and now it seems to be 888, which is cool. Okay, let's look at, because today is the 25th, 2525 in 2025. So they wanted me to look at what if we see 2525, which goes down to a 7 and a 7, which goes down to a 14. 2 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Okay. So today is a really powerful day to activate and move into your new timeline. Okay. There's a potential of that new beginning to come in quite quickly. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. This individual is empowered, trust, have faith, receiving. Nine is about completion and then new beginnings. So we want to try and stay as calm and balance our nervous systems as much as possible. And I meant to bring my crystal water. So we talked about this last week, to drink water with either a clear quartz or an amethyst right now would be really beneficial. Set your intentions over the water. You can drink it in the morning, throughout the day, and at night, and it will really assist you with any new symptoms or any anxiety as well. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which is where we're heading into, which 7 is about moving forward. So if we see 25, we're going to have, it's like the Chariot. You don't drink the crystal. That's like the Chariot. So things will start moving pretty quickly. 7 can be anything from 7 hours to 7 days. Okay. You don't drink the crystal. So I used to drink crystal water all the time, and then I stopped, and I've been drinking amethyst and clear quartz water since August, and it's made such a difference. My nervous system has just completely realigned. So you can go and do research about it. They only suggest to either use clear quartz or amethyst actually in the water. Those are sort of the high frequency crystals. Okay. The other stones could have like coatings and stuff on them, but you can put them on the outside of your glass. Okay. All right. So that's it for the number keys today. But let me just go to, I totally forgot. Where did I put it? Okay, they're 46 and 79. All right, so let me go to, I have no idea what they are. So I have a codex for my sessions. I have an 88 keys codex that I scan for all of you for distance or Zoom calls. And there are the first 20 are connected to our physical health. So that didn't come in today. So I have no idea what they brought us in. 46 and 79. So let's see. So 46 is burnout, personal and ancestral loops. So some of you might hit burnout. You might feel burned out, and it's because your whole nervous system needs some quiet and a reset, a good meal, a good sleep, and some time in nature. Okay, so that's 46. And then what was it, 79, I believe they said. Wow. Okay. So yeah, some of these are a little intense, again, for entertainment purposes only. So we can have cloaked implants. They could be ancestral. They could be from visiting stargates. They could be from working in tech, like all sorts of things. So 79 is about clearing cloaked implants, disruptors that we have soul contracts with, personal, ancestral, galactic, dark alliance, all creating blocks, betrayals, struggles, competition, and challenges. So they can be cleared. And some of that might be connected to off-planet tech as well, the black cube tech. I never know what they're going to bring in when they share that, so that's super interesting. Okay. All right. What's our final? I think what I'll do is I'll just go and see if y'all have any questions. If there's any questions you have about your pets or in general. That's super interesting. So I just started watching again The Adventures of Merlin, which is a BBC series. The first time I watched it was in 2016. I'm really enjoying it because it has all of that. It has like magic and stones and sorcery and dragons, and it's very cool. So you don't like crystal water? Is that? Well, they suggested only to use either clear quartz or amethyst, and some, maybe you're not comfortable with the crystals, but you have your lapis, so that's important. Does anybody have any questions they want me to deep dive about today? I have time for one or two. Okay, so in my notes there, I'm going to pull a few more cards about the animals. Let's see what else we need to know. like in general, like, is it going to get more intense? Are the light codes going to be more intense once 3i Atlas comes out from the sun? And is there anything else that we need to know for the animals and our pets? Star. Six of Cups. I'm hearing nostalgia and the Death card. That's actually not, that's Scorpio energy. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, and I'm just feeling it right now as well. So yes, it is. They're gonna be like more. They may be sleeping more, especially the cats, because they're going to be receiving more star light codes and directives. Cats actually go through debriefs like you and I do. Six of Cups. This is like childhood, and they may want to play. They may want to play with you or be more around you. This is like nostalgia. So what I shared in the other little update is I've found like cat TV, and I put that on for my cat where he can hear the sounds of nature and water and watch the birds, and that really calms his nervous system. Now this is Scorpio energy, so that's what we're heading into. Oh, we're in it right now. We're in Scorpio energy right now. So what do we need to know about that? Seven of Swords, which is something from the past. It could be connected to Mercury going into retrograde. Limbo. Oh, they're talking. Okay. The animals are talking to me now for all of us. Super interesting, because we already did a reading for them. So they're just letting us know that there's going to be things coming up from the past through Mercury retrograde, which is going to be in Scorpio season, and to work with our inner child through that as well, and to remind ourselves that we are a star seed, a star family. Okay. Oh, I love that. Okay. So again, does anybody have any questions? Please put them in the chat. Don't be shy. While I'm shuffling. So again, I'm offering fundraiser sessions today for me and Sapphire. We hit a little blip in the road. So those are at the top of my website. There's a distance pet healing offer. There's a 30-minute clarity reading. There is a 60-minute session. There's a value package of 3 sessions. And there is a distance healing session offer as well, or a donation would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, everybody. Everyone, it all helps with everything that's going on right now. And from my heart to your heart, Sapphire and I are grateful for all of you. Okay. That's a good question. So the template of certain people are going to continue, or will they come to realization and change, or kind of be cleansed by getting erased? Don't know how else to word it. Yeah, are you talking about the 3D, 5D split and like the NPCs? And I see a real divide right now, but I also see that the 3i Atlas energy is trying to unify us all in like looking at something positive. Well, except for the people that think that it's like they call an alien, that instilling fear, an alien invasion. I do see a real divide right now. I've seen it since September, that many of the souls that really are programmed and watching mainstream news as well, that they have no idea what's going on. So that's why I think it's quite fascinating that 3i Atlas has arrived, and it's having everybody look out there. The other message I received as well is that we called 3i Atlas in. Just like we were called to incarnate as star seeds many years ago in the 40s and the 50s, the resident Earth souls sent lots of prayers out that they needed help on the planet, 3 waves of volunteers. And now we have been calling for help. We've been asking for help. So they have shown up to assist, and they're doing it. They're doing it in a way that's kind of behind the scenes. Like many of us know that they're out there, but they're doing their work and their mission without making a big hurrah about it. Okay. And everyone has a different opinion. I've done some remote views on it as well. I brought that in last week. I watched somebody else do a remote view, and she got something completely different. So it's super fascinating to me. Okay. Let's ask in general about George's message. I think I'm going to word it. I think that's the way you're wording it. The timeline split. Me too. I'm grateful for 3 Atlas too. Timeline split. What's happening with that? Yeah, it's timeline. 7 of Cups. Yeah, it's an absolute timeline split. And I feel like we're going through one of those times where we need to just focus on our own timeline, and not try and fit ourselves into the other people's timelines as best we can. We got Page of Wands. It's different, when we're around family, we have to sort of integrate, but at the moment it's just really, really different. And Two of Cups. So there's no definite, like this to me is like it's a two timeline split. There's no definite like we're here, they're there. It just is, we're all just on different timelines and realities. And right now there's potentially people that are like, I have so many different people, everybody on my social media since I started talking about 3i Atlas. It's hilarious. And I thought, wow, it really is an energy that's trying to bring a whole group of us back together as a global unit. Okay, so that's just like they're planting seeds. And Two of Cups, so that's like the definitive, they're on their timeline, we're on our timeline, and we're to have compassion and stay in our hearts, especially if we're interacting with other people, okay? What's the overall message in general? Yeah, it's shifting, 5 of Wands. So, and they're also letting me know that within like 5 weeks, we're going to see quite a shift in the collective. So I would come back and look at it again. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm on it all the time, but I'm very selective too. All right. Any other questions before I pop off, everyone? I've been on here 51 minutes. Thank you all so much as well for being here today. I'm super grateful. Again, check out the energy exchanges for the Sapphire Starseed Kitty fundraiser and donations, whoever's already sent. I'm going to be creating a gratitude offer for everyone who assists us today. Sending love and aloha. Thank you all so much. And I will be back soon. Love and aloha from Pink Bella and Starseed Kitty Sapphire. Take care, everyone. Thanks for popping in.